This is our copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. We're on duty at the shop, and it looks like we got a little break. Let's get into some breaking Bigfoot news here. Friday, almost 4. Let's go. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yes, we are live and on duty at the shop. Yeah, holding it down solo right now. Hopefully, bro comes back soon. How's everyone doing out there on this Friday? Yes, getting citizen app notifications. So we're on duty at the shop here. And so a heads up, I got a live stream, the Redwood live stream set up in case we get customers coming in, and we'll troubleshoot and pull up the feed, and y'all could squatch watch for a bit. Yeah, come hang out for me for a little bit. We got some breaking Bigfoot news. Yeah. And usually, now that I do these live streams and stuff, I'm able to express myself more, and we've been getting into these reports lately, the Ohio streak of reports coming in, which we're questioning. We're wondering if this is real or not. And some people, I've been hearing different points of views. We had Garrel from Midwest Night Watchers on yesterday. That was fun. Thank you again, Garrel. And I see Jeff in the chat. Blazer, happy birthday to you, brother. Yeah, I heard it was your Earth Strong today. Happy Earth Strong. Yeah, light up the cake. Liam, yeah, also had a birthday just a couple nights ago. And there's Dragonfly, Main House 25, Chiro Sound. Chiro Sounds. Yeah, so the breaking news, folks, is, and I was already sensing this a while back. Some of you may have picked up. I've mentioned it a couple times, and I first caught wind. It was through brother Stacy Brown Jr. Are y'all familiar with Stacy Brown Jr.? Famous for the thermal footage they got, and other Bigfooting stuff. Well-known Bigfooter, and I've been checking out his live streams lately. And yeah, I heard him mention that he had some possible something that may have, uh, may point towards. I'm being careful with my words, towards the Patterson footage not being real. And that was maybe a while back, maybe about a week or so ago, maybe more. And I did see Doug Highcheck, and salute to Doug as well, was on his channel, and they were talking about the Patterson footage. and I've been hearing more about this documentary coming out, or that is out now. And I also just seen the tall ones on YouTube going live, and he, his thumbnail was like the Patterson footage is a hoax. And so I was just over there. I think he's still live too. But I heard some of what he had to say, and from the sounds of it, it yeah, could be. Do we finally have the smoking gun proof that it wasn't real? And I always, it being that part of California, I've always talked about, me living nearby there, and going to Bluff Creek, and then seeing the Patterson footage as a youth and always believing that it was real, and because it was female. And now there's maybe some new information, and I'll show right quick. Maybe some of you have seen this already, and this is all new to me. I know Henry May, also on YouTube, I shared some of his videos and his posts from last night, was also mentioning about this documentary. And not, like I said, this is all new to me, and from the sounds of it, it's sounding yeah, not good for the Patty believers. And so yeah, here we got on Spreaker, it's the new podcast release, the Patterson Gimlin film, Real or Hoax. And so I don't know if that's it there. I seen that popped up, but I believe it's a documentary. So let's see, we could pull up Henry May's video from last night and see what he has to share with us. Like I said, I checked it out, and I'm just trying to make sense of everything. Look, shout out to Hillbilly Herb. Those slaps came through, brother. Yeah, 6 months later, I guess it was stashed in a bag with a bunch of other mail, and everything got here safely, bro. So we slapped a sticker up on the. Y'all know Hillbilly Herb. He might be in the chat. We'll see. Let's see. Juliana McGill. The look of defiant FU was well written on her face and stride, says Juliana. Yeah, that famous frame there. Excuse me. And then here we also have Squatch Detective. And I know you go over there sometimes, Juliana. So Bigfoot in Chaos, hoax, question mark, PG film hoax. And that's going to be up and coming. So I shared that, and I believe I got my notification on. There we go for that. And so they'll be getting into that. And then also MK Davis, who's been going in on it a whole lot, over the years. He's gotten bits of footage that he's been sharing with the public and everything. And he's been releasing some as he usually does. Every once in a while, he'll drop some footage. And here's an interview with Al Hodgson from Willow Creek, California. And we've talked about these interviews before. I've checked them out, and they're a must check out, because it talks about a lot of the Patterson situation, Patterson Gimlin, Bigfoot situation. And also you could find those in, rest in peace, Steve Strufert, who recently passed. I think over on the Bluff Creek Project channel on YouTube, there's some interviews with Steven Strufert and Al Hodgson as well. So I'm sure people are going to be picking that stuff apart, as I usually do when someone posts stuff like that. And then, I was trying to see where else did we have information about. And I seen media, shout out to Media Palace, was over on Brent's live stream right now. So yeah, anyone have a link for that documentary? Let's see, Henry May's. Let's check out Henry May's channel right quick. See if we could pull that up. Where'd it go? Sorry about this fast scrolling here. And a good, interesting video here by Backwoods Bigfoot. Is that a Bigfoot arm? Y'all check this out. Pretty trippy. He does a good breakdown. Shout out to Backwoods Bigfoot. Where's Henry May's video? Is this it? Here we go. I think this is it here. So heads up. We'll check this out. What's this? 3 minutes. And check out Henry May, y'all. He does this cryptid, almost like a cryptid news thing. He's been doing that for years. And I have been sharing his videos. So we'll have a listen here.
Well, here is breaking news about Capturing Bigfoot, the movie by Mark Evans. Apparently, a lady named Angie Mackey was at the world premiere of the movie. She reports it's a confession and that his father's Clint Patterson's father's famous film was a hoax, and Clint
All right. Yeah, this is it here. So
was in on it. No word how the Sasquatch community will react as the film literally premiered an hour ago. Oh boy. Well, all I'll say is that until I actually see the movie, which yes, Hugh Phillips, I know you're out there. I know you don't want to see this. I want to see it. I want to see if this actually is the nail in the coffin of the Patterson Gimlin film. Of course, I think that
no, he's got a point.
even if the PG film turns out to be a hoax, and I've said this for years. I have said this for years. I will continue to say it. Even if the PG film turns out to be a hoax, that does not mean there are no Sasquatch. That does not mean the Sasquatch do not exist.
Agreed.
It does not invalidate what I saw in 1998 or invalidate what other people have seen.
True.
It's one film. It's one piece of the puzzle as far as the Sasquatch mystery is concerned. It's not the end all be all.
What up, Jonaside?
Contrary to what some may say.
All right, we're going to switch gears right quick. Give me a moment. What's up, bro? All right. It's my little default when we get customers. Let's see, where were we? Here we go. We need to cut the volume on the river here. Give me 1 second. Where are you? There you are. All right, got it. So back to Henry May's video here on the Patterson, this documentary it looks like. And has anyone checked this out yet?
And I know this will give the skeptics quite a bit of fuel for their fire, as it were. Well, we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. But to me, it really doesn't matter if the PG film is a hoax or not. It's still a cool image either way. So this is breaking news. Again, I had not seen the movie, so I can't say what is or is not in it. All I'm going by is the word of someone, a friend of a podcast named Squaring the Strange. And I don't believe she has any reason to lie. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, because I do plan to see this and make up my own mind about it. I'm a bit on the fence about it right now, just because I have not seen the movie. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. And when I do see the movie, I'll let you guys know, and I'll give you a full review. I'll give you the skinny on what actually is contained in the movie and what the gist and the, what's the word I'm looking for? What the gist of the movie is. I'll just say that much. So until next time, y'all be good, be good at it. This makes me a Scripted Corner Special Edition.
All right. So there that is. And yeah, so there again, the tall ones, I believe, is still streaming. I could see his channel right here. If you'd like to get more information on what he's thinking and he's hearing, I don't think he's seen the film yet. But yeah, this is big news. So yeah, wow. Yeah, I know a lot of people are gonna be crushed if it is true. What's up, Gerald? Gerald Daryl, and there's SoCal Squatcher. Yeah, anyone in the chat have any information on this documentary on what's going on here with the Patterson footage? Yeah, let me know. So that I'm gonna be diving into this stuff. Um, yeah, man. I don't know. From what I heard, what Brent had to say, Brent's pretty convinced that yeah, that it's a hoax. But again, yeah, we'll have to see what they bring out. He was mentioning some big points about, yeah, particular person, Aldi Atley being in the suit, and so now it's not Bob Hieronymus, the one that was in the suit. And yeah, just weird, trippy information going on these days. Man, there's just, I feel a weird, just everywhere, just a lot of stuff happening. The vibes are pretty strange. And I talked about it yesterday, especially for our city here in Los Angeles. Los Angeles, this is your warning. Yeah. So yeah, if anyone, find any more information, again, send me any links or hit me up. Let me know what's going on. And yeah, we're holding down the shop here Friday. And there's Bro. I think Bro's pulling up right now, which is good. That means we could ride for a little bit longer. We could check the map, see what's going on. I have not heard any updates on the Ohio situation. I don't know if we climbed up to 9 reports. Henry May also did yeah, he's not feeling the whole Ohio situation. And he was talking about, and Henry May, we just watched this video right now once again. Yeah, had some people in Ohio, and yeah, he just doesn't feel like, yeah, it's really, maybe he said maybe one of the reports, but not this flap, what they're calling it, or I've been calling it a streak or a rash, which is sounds pretty uncomfortable. Anyway, what's up, Pyromedic? Greetings to Pyromedic. Yeah, so it's Blazer's birthday, y'all. Light him up in the chat. Let's see. Great motorcycle ride up the South Fork Smith River Road. Yeah, did you see that Smith River live footage? I usually pull that up. And I usually pulled it up because it was, oh, bro did some shopping. We got some new merch coming in. New merch. All right. You got some trays and see anything. Oh. Got some new trays here. Look, camera wigged out. Some boss leaf trays. Oh, we got a sign here. I could flip the camera over there right quick. All right, Boss Leaf hooking it up on the house. Right on. Got some trays. Come get your Boss Leaf trays. That's what's up. We stocked up on paint today as well, so we'll be. I could feel that case over there. Yeah, so is the Patterson Gimlin hoax, bro? They're coming out with news right now that there's a new documentary uh, showing that the Patterson Gimlin footage is a hoax. Yep. And there's a lot of interesting things coming out, these days. A lot of truth and a lot of lies as well. So, what do y'all think in the chat? I wish I could. I haven't learned how to put a poll up, but we should put a poll up to see. Put a a 420 in the chat if you think it's a hoax. You think that there is new information coming out that footage is, and I seen you, Jonathan, you feel like it's real. And I always grew up feeling it was real, and even if it is a hoax, like I said, it's not going to change things for me. I'm still going to have the Bigfoot bug. We know they're still out there. And there's been a lot of interesting, good footage. I just pointed out Backwoods Bigfoot's footage there, what looks like an arm. Not like my little stick arms. It was it looked like a tree branch. But if you check out his breakdown, that arm or whatever it was is no longer there. So very, very good footage out of Oregon there. I recommend. And yeah, there's a lot of different, pieces of footage out there that I feel are Bigfoots. And of course, it's not Patty quality, but yeah, I still think they're real. They are out there, and I stick to my sightings. Yes. Yeah, so let's see. Busy evening tonight over at the Catalyst. We got a punk show going on? I don't know, my brother is in the restroom. Or he has selective hearing sometimes too. He doesn't always answer me. His older brother. Yeah. All right, I need to set these trays down. Boom. What else is going on? All right, we got a show later on tonight over at the Catalyst. So if you're in the Southern California area, Los Angeles, east side of LA, come on through if you'd like to get in the mosh pit. Blazer. A little moshing for the birthday. Yes, 3925 East Olympic Boulevard is Sky's the Limit Smoke Shop. And I still got to memorize the Catalyst address. It's 3921. Yeah? 3921. There you are. How'd you just appear out of nowhere? You didn't answer me. I just asked you a question and you ignored me. I was explaining to everyone how you have a selective hearing when it comes to me talking to you. Yeah. Oh man. So this is heartbreaking, but I'm doing all right, folks. I'm not like crushed and flipping out. Some of us feel the Bigfoot community community is going to be divided even more now. There's going to be a lot of aha, I told you so. I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Anyway, what else we got going on? And yeah, I don't think that new podcast release on the Patterson, maybe it's going to be something having to do with the documentary. I don't think that page I pulled up there was it. And in case some of you don't have any idea what we're talking, we got to pull up the famous footage here. And it's funny because yesterday we were checking out that Ohio newsreel, and one of the news anchors had, like, I don't know, it was an AI version of the Patterson footage, yes. But still, I felt like she seemed like an older lady. I would have thought she would have known about this footage. I think most Americans should know about this footage, and now we're gonna know more. So hopefully, and what else? Any other announcements before? Let's see. It's 4:02. So y'all know we're about getting to that time. Yeah, this is just a little breaking report. Maybe we could talk about this further. Yeah, let me just double check here right quick. Yeah, I want to thank everyone for joining us. And I guess we will see. We will see. I'm gonna hop back over maybe to the Tall Ones channel, see if he's still streaming, see if any other developments come up. And I will be also reaching out to folks and seeing what the deal is. Yeah, anyway, quick report from the shop here. Tap in if you're around. As usual, I'm probably forgetting something, but it's all good. If anything else breaks, we'll jump back on here and give you all another report. Yeah, appreciate y'all tapping in. Y'all be safe out there, man. I'm feeling kind of on alert. All right, y'all, we out.
Ooh.